Well, this could be a really interesting episode, this one, where we've got three teams, including ourselves, all on the same points going for it. Yeah, you'll understand what I mean just in a moment. Hello guys and welcome to Dreaming is Possible here with Chesterfield, and yes, as you can see, we are sitting on the top, but only just by a goal difference. And as you can see, Bristol City and Watford, they're the two games that are going to be in today's episode. That's what I'm talking about. We're all on 35 points. As you can see, Watford haven't lost a game yet, so that's going to be a really good game. But we've got Bristol City up first, as you can see just here at the top. But yeah, this should be very interesting to see sort of where we're at, in the fact that are we, in a real contention for going up, which would be massive, considering the scope of all the other teams that are around us and the size of their squads and the quality of the players that they've got in their squads. I can't believe that we're doing so well. And there's got to be, I've got a feeling there's going to be a massive drop off. Yeah, obviously we lost against QPR in the last episode, but we bounced back, and as you can see, 4 games in a row. We literally bounced back from that. From that. Yeah, not massive, goals, in some of these games, but hey, we got through. And also, the great to see that our new signing Isaac Mbenza, as you can see, is now on the score sheet as well. So he's starting to bang a few goals in. And Sammy Samodic is having a great start to this season. I think he's just making up for lost time with that injury of last season, where he was out for 7 months. But like I say, Bristol City, then it's Watford. Can we put an L against Watford? Like I say, they've not lost this season. Yeah, they're both away though. That's the thing, so it's going to be tough, and we'll see how we get on. But first up, yeah, second place Bristol. Let's see how we do. So these are the two lineups going into this. As you can see, Bristol City's a little bit different. Yeah, we've got a different formation, 5-3-2 with the wing backs. That's how they're going to be setting up. Usually everyone sort of goes with the same sort of formation as what we do, but with a little sort of tweak, don't they? But yeah, they've gone with a 5-3-2 formation. The lineup is going into this one is Matthews in goal as per usual. We've got Wyatt, Yarney, Fleming and Toffolo at the back. We've got Dreyer and Sutton as the midfielders. Smodics, yeah, we a great form at the moment. We've got Torme playing out on the left-hand side, just because I was talking about Mbenza, but it was only a couple of days from our previous game, so he's obviously not fully fit going into this one. And Papas Dembele on the right with Spyro up top. Right, guys, like I say, we are away, so this should be a real test of where we're at. But yeah, we'll see what sort of level we're going to be at as Bristol City come with their first attempt, and that's a bit wayward, wasn't it? But yeah, if they can carry on shooting like that, I'll be quite happy. So we are 20 minutes or so into the game. It's a highlight here for Bristol. We've only had one attempt, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that Bristol City are being able to sort of contain us to only one attempt in the first 20 minutes. So here is the chance for Semenyo, and he's hit the post this time. He's wayward like last time, but this time he's getting closer. So we got a highlight for ourselves this time, as Toffolo is now in control of the ball, plays it inside to Dreyer. Back to Fleming, just knocking this about. Torme now plays the ball over the top. Anthony Sparrow is going to try and get onto this one. Oh, and he has done. It was a bad first touch from Edmondson there, and we have actually taken the lead, considering we've not had that many attempts. It was just a bad under pressure pass, or I don't know if it just hits him here. Let's have a look here. Is he trying to play this back? He is. I think he's trying to knock it back, and he does it so casually and nonchalant, in it, you know what I mean, and just doesn't get enough power behind it, and Spyro just latches onto it, and yeah, Bristol City will not be pleased with that, considering they've had more of the attempts. So it goes into half time, and like I said, they have had more attempts, but only one on target out of the 10 shots that they've had. So yeah, that is poor, whereas we've only had one on target, but it came fortunately to us, like I say, from Edmondson's little sort of kind of a back pass type thing, but that's not the time to be doing it. He should have just got his foot behind it and kicked it out for a corner, shouldn't he? So I'm just going to tell the boys not to get too complacent in the second half, in the fact that I don't think we've played particularly well, and we got really lucky with that goal, but yeah, we just want to be a bit sort of wary on complacency now in the second half. So there's been absolutely no highlights whatsoever in the second half. We've only got 10 minutes left, so I'm going to make some substitutions now. But yeah, as you can see, again, Bristol, their shooting's like off, which is great for us. Like, you know, we've only had like, you know, 2 attempts ourselves, like, well, 2 on target, 1 obviously hitting the back of the net. But yeah, just going to make a couple of changes with only 10 minutes left to play. So the 2 changes that I've decided to make is Harry Toffolo, he's down to like 70% on his like fitness and stuff, so just brought O'Hanlon on, just don't want Lincoln picking up an injury. And Luke Dreyer, kind of similar as well, he's down to 73, so decided to bring on Dimsmore and just drop Sutton back into that sort of deep line play, make a roll. So like I say, only 10 minutes left, and yeah, we could get ourselves like, you know, a win here, as we've got like another highlight as played into the box. Sparrow's there, Tommy's come in, and that is surely now 3 points in the bag. What a performance from us in goal, in front of goal, if you know what I mean. Whereas like Bristol will be really, I mean, their fans will be absolutely gutted the fact that they've had so many attempts but not on target, you know, and whereas we've had not as many, which is unusual for us, and we've managed to put 2 in the back of the net. So yeah, great to see. So there we go, guys. That is our game against Bristol City, and as you can see, it's very unusual for us not to have that many. We've only had 6 shots like in that whole game, 3 of them being on target, 2 of them hitting the back of the net. They had 15 with only 2, so it's kind of like a role reversal. It's like that's usually us on that side, isn't it? And you know, the opposition team like over on this side maybe. But yeah, a great away win. We picked up a clean sheet, and the fact that, you know, it's against like one of our huge rivals, like, you know, at the top, we've just put a massive dent in their promotion challenge. So let's just hope that we can obviously do the same now against Watford. I mean, obviously Watford have yet to lose a game this season, so it's going to be, I feel, a tougher game, but we'll see. So guys, here are the 2 lineups, Watford versus Chesterfield, and we're up against our old friend and obviously viewer, Charlie Lawrence. Yes, obviously he was sold to Watford, and yeah, he's playing actually in the striker role. We obviously played him out on the right more times than actually as a striker, but they're playing 2 up top, but they're playing with a 4-2-2-2 formation. Yeah, and it's kind of, it's very defensive considering the home side, like, you know what I mean, they're sitting like a lot of players, as you can see, like across, like, you know, that sort of defense and stuff, but got some decent players in there. They got Busquets' son in there, like, you know what I mean, with Decore and Iosi Perez. They've signed obviously from Leicester, was at Newcastle and stuff. So they've got some decent players in there. Yeah, I think if we get into the Premier League, or if we stay as an established like Championship side, try and get Charlie back at the club. But maybe not this season, maybe next season. We'll see how things go. But anyway, our lineup going into this one, there has been an international break, so this is why there's a slight change. Like, I mean, we haven't got like our guys or African colleagues. Like, I mean, they've been out like playing some international football for Congo and Mali, respectively. So Garber and Walker are in on those wings. Apart from that, though, it's pretty much the same lineup that you'd expect. So can we put the L against Watford? They've not lost this season. We can, you know, chance to do that, like, would be great. But to be honest, like, you know, just to be able to like get some kind of points from this game would be awesome, because Watford are clear favourites going into this one as they surge forward, and there's a great chance there for D. Thomas, and he puts it wide. So the 2 of us have got a little bit of a gap now. We've got a 4-point gap over like Bristol City. They have got a game in hand, obviously, but yeah, there's a little bit of a gap. The 2 of us both on 39. So if this finishes a draw, we will both like, you know, sit on the same points. But you know, it'd be nice to get a win as it plays it into the box there. But yeah, Spyro wasn't able to get it, and there's a breakaway here for Watford as D. Thomas surges forward, and we're not able to catch him here. But luckily for us, he's put it wide. So it's very similar to the Bristol game, very tight, with like, you know, attempts and stuff like that. Watford not had as many as Bristol regarding the first half so far, with the 30 minutes gone. But yeah, it's a tight affair between the 2 sides. But here is Garber now for us as Levi Sutton picks this up. Maybe play that over the top. No, he plays it back to Wyatt. Now he plays it, tries to get that through to Garber. It was cut out. Played out here. Iosi Perez now. He's got quick feet about him, and he's surging into the box here. But we've managed to hold him up a little bit, but he's managed to still get past us. Great ball in. D. Thomas is in there, and Watford have taken the lead as he's picked up his 9th goal of the season. And it was just, we weren't able to as you can see, we're keeping Perez, like, you know, forced out here, but we need to make a tackle here, and we just didn't make it. And he managed to pick out D. Thomas and our defender in the box, whoever that is there. Basically, yeah, lost his marker. But it's like saying there, like, Patrick Garber has been very error prone today, like, you know what I mean? So that is not good to see that. But as you can see, we've got the majority of the possession. Because they're sitting quite deep, they're quite happy for us to have the ball. But as it goes for like shots and stuff, very, very even, like, you know what I mean? And that extra shot that they've got on target is the one that's obviously hit the back of the net. Played over the top here. Great ball. Spiro's in. Chance for the equaliser. Can he? Oh, he needs to play that past the keeper. It needs to. It's the one-on-ones, like in Football Manager 20 they need to fix that in the match engine. But yeah, needs to happen. And we've got an injury. Ty Fleming's picked up an injury, so that's not good. So we're going to bring Lorenzo Parola on in his place. Played forward to Iosi Perez. It's through. Charlie Lawrence has just got held up there. He was trying to get through, but we sort of held him up. The referee didn't pull us back for that. Here's Dembele now. Back to Wyatt. Plays it forward. Papas Dembele into the box. Can he pick anyone out? He's picked out Garber. Well, there it is, the equaliser. Well, they were saying, like, in the first half, wasn't it, that Garber wasn't playing particularly well. Well, he's made up for that in the second half by getting the equaliser. It was all down to Dembele, really. Switching Garber to the other side as well, and obviously bringing Dembele on, but Dembele just plays this right way across, and it's kind of like blasted it right at his face then. It was like it's like it hit him in the face more than him actually heading it, but I think now we've got back into the game, we'll actually go maybe a bit more balanced. Chance now for Watford as they put this one into the box. It's going to come here to Iosi Perez, but it come back here to Busquets. Busquets, keeping this out here. Can't even say his name. Bolingoli, but he hits it straight at Matthews. So it looks like we're not going to get the L against Watford. It looks like it is maybe going to finish as a draw, but there is another chance here for Watford to maybe get the winner as Iosi Perez plays this through to Gilbert, and he has got the winner. It's a bit of a blow. 91st minute, and Frederic Gilbert has just given Watford the win. Decore's here to Perez. I think we maybe slightly switched. Oh, we got unlucky there. We tried to get the tackle, but it just bounced his back, and Matthews tried to stop it. You can see the danger, but Gilbert just manages to play it past him as a good finish. But there is a chance here for us maybe to get a final chance. But no, they've actually took the ball off us as D. Thomas has now surged forward. Plays it back to Charlie Lawrence. What can he do? Lawrence plays it to Decore, and oh well, no, it's definitely all over as Decore hits it in off the post, and I think that's a bit harsh. 3-1, I think, 2-1 I could have accepted, but 3, no, I don't think Watford were that good. I think we did well, but yeah, a little bit of a shame as, like I say, Decore hits this in off the post. It's so close, obviously, like, it's too hard for the keeper to get to, but I think 3-1's more flattering towards Watford. But there is still another highlight to go, but we maybe make it 3-2, maybe not, as we lose the ball to Iosi Perez. Here is Busquets. Watford, if this goes 4, that's not fair. That really isn't fair. All the way out here to Lawrence. He's playing more out on that wing now, more than being the second striker, but he has pulled this back. He plays it into the box. There's no one really there, but Perez has managed to just get hold of this. Played it back in, and Charlie Lawrence, and a great save from Matthews, and they have got it in, Pereira, and that is just awful. I mean, come on, the game was much tighter than that, and they've made it 4. Oh, that's harsh. That is really, really harsh, especially considering Matthews pulls off a great save here as well. You'll see it here. What a save that is. But he just can't get up in time, and Pereira, with a very tight angle, has managed to hit that in. And yeah, like I say, very harsh for it to be, I think it was harsh to be 3-1, to be 4-1. Yeah, that's really, really harsh. I don't feel that the scoreline reflects what that game was about, but you obviously picked that up anyway. And yeah, 3 goals all in injury time it's madness, that, isn't it? 91st, 93rd, and 96th minute. Yeah, Don't know. Weird, but anyway, not to be. Watford go top of the league for that from that win. So yeah, it was a harsh defeat. I think 4-1. I think was a bit flattering, like I say, to Watford. But yeah, they're still unbeaten. They've gone top, and we can't really complain. I mean, we're sitting second in the Championship. This is just madness, to be honest. Like, you know, but yeah. We got a good result against Bristol. That's something we can take from today's episode. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. And if you have done, why not give me a thumbs up? That'd be really great. Please tell your friends. It's also about the channel, guys, so we can get more people in here. It's not really about the views and stuff. I just want people to be commenting down below. So because I like answering your comments, and it gives me an interaction with you guys. So that'd be awesome if you could do that. Yeah, you take it easy, guys, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's episode. Dave from Mumongu Gaming signing off. Cheers.